After heroes depose the evil vampire lord, the city of Arcadia enjoys a period of peace and prosperity. That is, until the day when a violent earthquake causes lava to spew from the fountains, and the whole city to sink into the ground. The evil underlord imprisoned the angels that protected the city, and now nothing can keep him from dragging Arcadia down into Inferno, where he can rule over it from the comfort of his brimstone throne. Nothing except the power of the guilds of Arcadia. If they can get along. Arcadia Quest Inferno is a standalone board game for 2 to 4 players filled with incredible miniatures.
Hey everybody, it's Doug here, Doug the Sky Board Game Geek, bringing you another playthrough. This time we're going to be doing Arcadia Quest Inferno. We're going to be doing the very first, well, one of the first 2 scenarios, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But first off, I just want to let you know I got it all set up and ready to go. The only thing I really have to do is flip these tokens, spawn tokens over, because I haven't done that yet. But once that's done, we're just ready to play. So we're going to get playing pretty quickly on this. It's going to be fun. Woohoo! Alright, but anyway, let's start talking. So there's 2 scenarios in the first part of the campaign. I'll show you what that looks like on the back of the, or rather in the book. And we're going to do one of the first 2. So you got the scenario sheet here. You can see right there you got the first 2, Beyond the Gates of Hell and Barge of the Dead. We're doing Barge of the Dead because I've seen people do Beyond the Gates of Hell a few times. And I'm going to read to you, this video is pretty much going to be just a setup video. I'm going to tell you about the characters, what our objectives are, what we have to do. We'll talk a little bit about the map and some of the new aspects of Arcadia Quest Inferno, especially since I am using, that's right, I'm using some pets. So it'll be a lot of fun. And everybody gets, in this one, is going to start with a pet. It's really cool. But anyway, the story is, it's called The First Circle. The first stop in Inferno are the docks for the barges that cross the River of the Dead, known as Styx, Plethagon, or Lethe. We forget. I know it's the River Styx. Both demons and the dead consider the docks a place of true torment. The ferryman requires tickets. To get a ticket, demons and souls stand in line so long that they make amusement park operators cry. But it doesn't end there. Assuming one receives a ticket, they have to survive the flame-hurling demon pitchers. If even a single tongue of flame touches a ticket, it burns to ash. No ticket, no barge ride, even for demons. Which means, back in line, again, there's a reason Inferno is known for eternal damnation. So, this connects to the missions of the Prisoner, the Parade, the Tainted Fountain, and Hell's Kitchen. It says that the title, there's a title you can get on this quest. It is called, it says the first player to destroy one of the 4 quest tokens completes the quest Destroy the Tickets and is now the Ticket Master. That player will control all of this, will be in control of the spawn tokens on the Prisoner, the Parade, the Tainted Fountain, and Hell's Kitchen scenarios. That's pretty good. In those scenarios, when monsters need to be spawned, instead of rolling spawn dice, the Ticket Master chooses if the monster is removed from the game or if it is spawned back in any available spawn token. And then the quests we have to finish here are Destroy the Tickets, which you just read about, and Kill the Demon Pitchers. And the Demon Pitcher are these big fellows here. They're up on the top of the board. We'll show them later, but they're big giant guys hurling flame, and we have to kill them as well. Those are 2 of the scenarios that help us win. In the PvP is we have to kill a guild hero for every guild in place of 3. Once we've accomplished that, there need to be, it says all kill X guild heroes for the guilds that are in play. So we have to do that. The rewards cards of Piercing Judgment, there's 2 of them. We'll get those if we manage to beat the kill the demon pitchers part of the scenario. And then before, a special setup, before setting up brimstone cards, find the hidden stash card BS06 and place it back in the box. This card is not used in the scenario, so we did that. There's special rules. If a hero kills one of the demon pitchers, he immediately completes the quest Kill Demon Pitcher and gets one of the reward cards. The demon pitchers are not placed in the spawn tile but returned to the game box to a maximum of 2 players. So a maximum of 2 players will be able to complete the quest and get the reward. The quest tokens cannot be collected. The heroes may attack any of the 4 quest tokens as if they were an enemy. If the attack rolls any crits, the token is destroyed. So we have to roll crits. And the hero completes the quest, destroy the tickets. Additionally, the first player to fulfill the quest receives the title Ticket Master. The quest destroy the tickets will still be available to the players, but they will not get the associated title after completing it. Also, the same player cannot destroy more than one quest token. So there's enough for all of us to destroy. That is the scenario. And then, of course, if you're familiar with the game, here's the setup map right there. But I do want to say that, guys, I'm not going to go over a ton of rules in this one. I'm just going to go over what's different because there are plenty of videos out there. I think Rodney Smith, Watch It Play, did an actual tutorial video. You can also go back through my video list and find where I've played Arcadia Quest before. Arcadia Quest is not a cooperative game. It is not a solo playable game, but it's really fun. I like to show it off because it's really neat. Anyway, let's go over the enemies that we're going to face here. You already saw the demon picture. I'm going to put that character's card up on screen. You can see there that he's got 3 life. 5. His death threshold is 5, and what that means is that you have to do 5 points for him to not retaliate. And then you also see he has a ranged attack, and his ranged skill is 3. It's Hellfire. If his attack rolls and he hits, the target gets 2 damnation, which is a new thing, which we'll talk about, damnation. And he also drops 2 coins when he's killed. So you basically want to try and kill these guys as quickly as possible. And then we have the demonesses, which are, let me see, these lovely ladies right here. You can see hoisting up their boobs with their pitchforks. Pretty awesome. They are a melee attacker. They move 2. They have a strength of 3. You see they have 2 health and a threshold of 4, meaning they don't retaliate if you do more than 4 points of damage. They drop a gold, and they have the ability of Beguile. The target hero may replace 1 wound he would take for 1 damnation. And again, damnation is a prevalent part of the Inferno game, and damnation tokens are little orange, like devil skulls. You'll see those as we play. And then last but not least, we have the harpies. There's 2 miniatures for these, for both the demonesses and the harpies. Here's one of them. This is one of the harpy minis. And then the other harpy mini looks like this. And so those are the harpies. And what do they got? Well, it says harpy minions, range attack. They have 1 health. They have a threshold of 2. They also cancel defense die. And it says roll +1 defense die per damnation on the attacker, which means that if the person attacking them has damnation, they get better defense. They're movement 3, range of 2, and they drop a gold piece. Those are our bad guys for this scenario. Now to talk about our guilds. So the first one is going to be the Serpent Guild, and they are going to have 3 characters. Bjor of Oros, that's this fine fellow right here. He doesn't have any special abilities. He's got 0 defense dice, but he's got 7 health. He's pretty tough. And I gave him the Dusty Blade, which does a 3 attack. It's just a sword. It's a normal weapon in this group. And then Annabelle, that's Annabelle right there. She got 3 defense dice, 3 health. She's a monster hunter. When attacking monsters, each burst symbol deals an additional hit. So she can really lay waste to monsters. She's pretty powerful. Gave her the short bow. As you can see here, the short bow has a range dice of 2, and then the Lifebound spell, which is also a ranged attack. So she can keep healing herself. She doesn't have a lot of health. She's got good defense, though. And then we got Mark. And basically, when we do the attacks with these cards, I'll show you what they do. It's easier that way. Mark, he's got a defense die of 1. He's got a 4 health. He's got Brothers in Arms. When attacking, he does not exhaust a non-magic melee attack card while close to an ally. So he likes to stay next to his allies. He's got the Vile Trident, which has an interesting ability. For any attack this hero makes, you may take 1 damnation to roll +1 die. Damnation can do really bad things to you if you're not careful, so you don't want too many. And then I also gave him the Grimbolt. These are the starting items. And the Grimbolt, it says if this deals any wounds, the hero may take 2 damnation to deal 1 additional wound. Those are great, so Mark can take a lot of damnation, but we probably won't want him to. And then for their pet. The Serpent Guild pet is Gadget. Here's Gadget. It says close enemy heroes can't use portals or open doors while he's there. So if he gets next to him, they can't do that. Means he's annoying, and that's his little mini right there. Now pets don't fight. We'll go over that. You'll see how they play when we get to them. But now we're going to move on to the next guild, which I believe is the Crow Guild. I'm pretty sure it's Crow Guild, not Raven Guild. That's my thought. Okay, anyway, first up we got Jamie, and I dealt these out at random and just I gave him one extra and then picked the best 3 or 4. So Jamie, she's big, tough, armored woman right there. You can see, and she's got a 3 defense, 3 health as well as like we had with Annabelle. But she says may exhaust her hero card to move a close character up to 2 spaces away. This move doesn't trigger a guard reaction. It's pretty powerful. Anyway, gave her the Dusty Blade and the Life Bound spell. So she's got both non-melee and ranged attack. And that's going to be her. The Life Bound spell just gives her or an ally close some hit points back. Then we got Jack. He's like a crazy-looking jester dude. He's really cool mini, man. I love that mini. Anyway, Jack, his ability, he's a 3 defense, 3 health. It says if this attack rolls any hits, or if his attack rolls any hits, you may switch one of the target's upgrade cards with another from their guild. That's really awful because you could really screw him up that way before rolling defense. So he's got the Vile Trident and Grimbolt. So again, he's got a melee weapon and a ranged weapon. And then last but not least, we have Rivet, and there's Rivet's miniature. Pretty cool. And Rivet's a 2 defense, 4 health. He's pretty tough. He's got automated responsibility. When an enemy close to him is attacked by an ally, the enemy suffers an additional 2 wounds. So he likes to be near his allies when they attack. That's another theme I've seen in Inferno. And their pet is Bones, the Skelebone pet. That's him right there. He's really cute. He's got 0 defense, 3 health. This is Deathbound. Bones may take wounds that close owners would have taken. Wounds cannot exceed his life, so he can absorb some damage from his allies. That is the Crow Guild. And last but not least, we have the Tiger Guild. This is Sybil. There's Sybil. She's a witch. She's got 2 defense, 4 health, and again, that's her mini right there. I think it's pretty awesome. It says, when using a magic attack, she may take 1 death curse to roll +1 die. Keep the death curse card with the highest value. So she can take multiple death curses and take the highest one with the highest value. I don't see her using that ability very often, but still. She's got a Grimbolt because she can do that while using magic. And then she's got the Vile Trident for melee. Okay, then we got Natasha. She's a 2/4. It says, when attacking a flanked target, a target with at least 1 different enemy close to it, the attack deals 1 extra wound. That is her. She's got 2 crossbows. So I did give her the Dusky Blade. I was thinking about maybe, I think what I'm going to do actually is give her the Dusky Blade and the bow. Because last but not least, we have Julie, which is like a Tinkerbell type character. And this is her miniature. And it says, she's got life crystals. If she rolls a burst on a defense roll, she may fully heal any character in line of sight. And then I gave her, to augment that, the Lifebound attack, which is a 2 range attack. But it says each hit heals 1 wound from this hero or 1 ally close to the target. So that is her. So they got some serious healing potential going on there. Since this group of awesome lady warriors guild is a little squishier from a attack and defense standpoint, just a little, but with Julie and Sybil, I gave them the pet. Well, I dealt them the pet Nixon. Nixon is a badger. He's got 1 defense and 2 health. It says burrow. Each burst that close owners roll on a defense score, it's an additional save, so they get a bonus to that if he's next to them. He'll probably hang out with Julie because she's really pretty. She's got a 3 defense, but she only got 2 health, and she doesn't do a lot of attacks. So she probably will hang out with either Julie or Sybil. But those are our guilds, and that's and their pets, their associated pets, which are in with them. So I'm going to show you where they start. Okay, so the Snake Guild, Serpent Guild is going to start here. So we got Annabelle, we've got Annabelle, Bjor, and Mark, and then little Gadget's going to be in there with them as well. So that's their starting place. Now I got to look up the map real quick just to see where the other ones are. So player 2 actually starts way the heck up here. So there goes Jamie, Jack, and Rivet, and their little guy, their little skeleton guy, Bones. He'll be right there with them. They do not take up take up space. So when you have 3 of them in the room, they can still, in the same space, they can still do that. Unlike characters, I think you get 2. I don't remember, it's 2 or 3. I have to look it up, and they block the space, and you can't move through it or shoot through it or anything. So that's their starting point. And then the most contentious issue here is going to be them and the Tiger Guild, because they start in an area pretty darn close to each other, as opposed to, now the portal's not get you close anyway, but they start here. So there's Sybil, Natasha, and Julie, and I'm going to put Nixon in with Julie right there. So they're the guilds all set up and ready to go. We talked about our scenario objectives, and again, I'm not going to go over how you play, but I will talk about damnation just a little bit. So damnation tokens look like this, at least the ones the Kickstarter plastic ones look like that. There are also cardboard tokens for them. When characters receive those, they stack up on the character. They do not go away when they rest. And there's cards like these brimstone cards that you see on the map might affect people that have damnation tokens. You also saw that the harpies get an additional defense when they're fighting someone who has damnation tokens, because they're closer to being damned. And so we're going to see a lot of that in this scenario, in this session, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So we're going to get started. That basically is the setup. You know, I think what we'll do is, I don't want to make this a long video for the first one, so what I might do is stop there and just put this video up so you see we get started. We talked about that. By the way, I do have all the Kickstarter bits, so you'll see that I'm using these tokens. Like here's the Tiger Guild tokens, so when you use one of their abilities, you put one of these on there. And then I got the plastic coins, which I think are awesome. I got these are the death tokens for the death cards that you have to draw, and then life tokens as well. And so there's all those, plus there's some other things in the game. Like I don't have the plastic, I don't think they make plastic stuff like this for this game like they do with some of the other Cool Mini or Not games. But anyway, we're going to get going. I think I'll post this, get you started, let you tell me what you think of what you see so far in this game. Is it a game that you're interested in? Tell me you know, what you think I should be doing with these characters to start with. It'll be a lot of fun. We're going to have a good session. It's going to be a blast, so we'll get going in the next episode. So this is intro, and then we'll start with turn 1 in the next episode. Thanks, guys. I'm really looking forward to playing this for you guys. Just give you a clue about how it works, how it plays. It plays it plays almost exactly like the original Arcadia Quest with some subtle changes, and the scenarios are really neat. And I like the fact that the city of Arcadia sunk down to hell, which you saw in the intro, and you have to fight the guilds have to come together and fight against the forces of hell while trying to one-up each other. This game's fun. My kids and I have played the original one quite a bit. A buddy of mine's painting all my miniatures for this, which is awesome because he's doing a really good job. I can't wait to see those. Meanwhile, I'm painting my Conan miniatures, so I haven't gotten to these ones yet. But I do love these minis. They're so, I mean, I know they're chibi miniatures, but they're really detailed and well done, so I can't wait to paint them. Anyway, guys, that's where we're at, and so we're going to get started. Thanks. I'll talk to you in the next episode, and enjoy.